What's the most common mistake businesses make in embedded engineering outsourcing?
Yeah, that's the question of procurement management. So it could be a miscommunication if you have a few stakeholders, everyone tells us different things. It could be a question of wrong goals, like if we have frequently changed goals. Also, frequently changed requirements could be an issue because we need to adjust every time. And yeah, too high expectations could be also an issue.
Why can't we build the embedded project using Scrum?
Yeah, because the embedded project is fully super dependent part of work for aligning firmware with electronics, with mechanical design. So if we will go with a Scrum, we have the benefits of being flexible, but it's not the case when we build in the device. Because, like for instance, if we will go with a Scrum, define the requirements, define the architecture, and do the few sprints implementing the functionality, then we want to change something. In this case, we would need to go back, rework the architecture, rework pieces of code, rework the electronics engineering part, maybe rework the mechanical engineering part, and that's the time of rework, which like essentially shouldn't be there. So it's additional time, additional budget, and additional timeline, which couldn't be there if we'll go with a waterfall. When we set the goals, set the requirements, set the architecture, did the first iteration of the project, then we decide what we want to change, and for the next iteration, we do the adjustments, and yeah, in this case, we're gonna save a lot of money.
Can we add twice as many teams to achieve a reduction of the timeline by 50%?
Nope, unfortunately not. One of the practices of XP framework, Extreme Programming, allows the parallel development, but in the framework it says that it's not like 100% effective. Because if we have one engineer working on a project, he's implementing stuff, merging stuff, dev testing, right into the QA, it's one person. If we have two people, for instance, then the first one needs to spend some time to review the code, to adjust the pull requests, to like communicate with another one. The second one also needs to align with the first one, implement things, test, cross-test two features which are developed in parallel. So yeah, that takes time, and in the end, we get like 80% of effectiveness in the case of doubling the amount of people in the team.
Can you test my project in your lab?
Sure, we can, but not every project. If we are working with some functionality that needs to be, and some product which needs to be certified, we probably would go with an external laboratory which has things like thermal chambers, over, under voltage things to test properly, stress test the product. But everything related to the consumer electronics, yeah, we can do this in our lab.